Hey everybody, what's up? It's Chapman here, and in this video, I'm going to show you guys how to build one of the easiest raid farms that you could actually build in Minecraft. And ever since Mojang killed stacking raid farms, this honestly might be your best option for now. But we'll go over stacking raid farms in the next video. Now, these are the items that you are going to need for the farm right here, all along the top. If you want to bring along some extra stuff to kind of, I don't know, increase the efficiency and just make it run a little bit better, you can bring these items here too as well. Plus, you're going to need the items in order to get in and out of the farm if you would like to. But these are the main items that you are going to need for the farm, plus a single villager. And then what you're going to do is you're going to find yourself an area that looks a little bit like this, where it sticks out into the water and gives you a nice, easy location to build from. Now, grab your main items that you are going to need for the farm, and the first thing that we are going to do once you've found your area is we are going to dig out a 6x8 hole that is 1 block deep in total. And then what we are going to do is on either side of the 8 long hole, we're going to take our blocks and we're going to build a 4 long by 2 high wall, a little something like that. And with that all done, that is the kill chamber, or what it should look like anyways, for all of the mobs to fall into and then fall down to our little trap. Next, what we're going to do is in the center of our little pit here, right about here, we're going to dig out a 2 wide by 4 deep hole in order to drop our villager into. So there it is there. But first what we want to do is we want to put the bed at the bottom of the hole, and that is easy to do. If you just see, I'm aiming at the bottom block there. And then once your bed is in place, all we're going to do is shuffle this villager over and drop him down. And with him in place, all we need to do now is just put a roof over top of his head. And that little guy right there, he's going to be used to draw all of the pillagers and all the raid members into the center of this farm. If you would like to, you can put some glass over top of this guy's head, just like that. That way you are able to see him. That is the extra glass that we brought inside the farm. And then from here, aiming at this wall that we just built, what we're going to do is on either side, we're going to place down 1, 2 signs. We're going to place another one in the corner, another one on the opposite side, creating a little opening in the center. And then on top of this sign, we're going to place 1 more. It can be forwards, it can be sideways, it can be whatever way you want it. And then we're going to place lava in this little gap. Now, with that done, lava should just sit in place. And all we have to do now is we just need to come up and we need to place 2 blocks above the lava. And this can be a little tricky. Right like that. And what that's going to do is once the pillagers come into the farm, they're going to touch that lava. They're going to get pulled up into it. The blocks above them are going to stop them from being able to jump out of the lava, and they're just going to burn to death. Now, from here, all we need to do is we need to take our water source and we need to place 1 in that corner, 1 in the opposite corner. And what you should end up with is a 2 wide area right at the wall. And from here, what we are going to do is we're going to dig out and we are going to remove 27 blocks in total. So that is 1. And once you are 27 blocks down, so I have dug out and removed 27 blocks facing towards the water. So there's the lava, there's the sign facing towards where the villager is. We're going to dig ourselves out a little area here to work from. And then turning around, we're just going to dig this out 1 more and place down a chest in the ground with 2 hoppers going into that chest and 2 slabs on top of the hoppers. Now, this is going to be your kill chamber where you swipe and kill all of the mobs when they do come down. So what we're going to do from here is we're just going to clear ourselves out a little bit of room. And that right there, that is going to be our collection system. Okay. So these hoppers right here, this is your 27th block removed as you come down. The chest will be 28, and then your slabs go on the 26th block. Now, what you want to make sure you do is that you leave just a little opening like this. You do not want these mobs to see you at all. And the only thing that we need to do now is we just need to go back to the surface. And the way that I like to do this is on both sides of this thing. What we are going to do is we're going to dig it in, and we're going to dig it back 2 blocks behind the little wall where these pillagers are going to fall down. So I've got my 2 blocks there. Now we're going to do the same on the other side. And then from here, we just need to dig our way up to the surface. Or if you have elytra, I mean, you could just easily... You could just fly your butt out of here. But once you're back here to the surface, your farm is officially done and ready to start farming pillagers. The only thing we need to do now is just get down into the farm, and as long as you've dug your room, so where you are going to be standing, as long as you dug that towards the villager, and then you dug your other two areas too deep, you should be right here behind the wall, and I'll show you exactly what I mean. Okay, so there's where everybody comes down. There's the room where we kill everybody from. There's the little two wide areas that we dug out. And when we go back to the surface, you can see those are going to be right here behind this wall. And the only thing we got to do now is just dig down to them. Bingo. And then just repeat that for the other side. So fly back up to the top, go to the opposite side of the wall and start digging your way down. And there, with that done, you have a way in and you have a way out. The only thing you need to do is fill this one with some water. Turn this one over here into a kelp elevator. So place your water in the top and then go down. Block the water off with either signs or some trapdoors. Then place your kelp all the way back up to the top of the water hole. And once done, all you need to do is remove the kelp and replace it with a piece of soul sand at the bottom. And with that, you have an official way out of the farm, a quick way too, and an official way into the farm. And once you have all of that complete, that is your farm right there, everybody. Now, you can decorate the back walls and around the farm and the roof where it holds the Ravager down. You can decorate all that however you would like to, but that is the farm right there. Now, if you do have it, bring yourself along 4 pieces of blue ice or packed ice. If you don't have it, don't worry. The farm's just going to be a little less efficient. The guys are going to hang up around the edges right here, which can be a little annoying. But if you have the ice, all you need to do is you need to place one here, another one right there, one in the outside corner, another one in this outside corner. And with that, it is now officially time to start farming, everybody, okay? Now, to activate this farm, all we need to do is we just need to drink our Bad Omen 5 bottle that we got from our pillager farms. You can see my pillager farm is right over there too. Literally right there, and that is where my raid farm is. And then all I'm going to do is I'm going to get close to my farm, and you can see the farm has activated. Now, if your farm or your raid does not activate, okay, what you need to do is you just need to wait for nighttime, so that way this guy here will sleep once in his bed. But once he's done that, all you got to do is drink your bottle, get close to the farm. The raid is literally about to start, and then just go and jump in your little hole. Now you can see, once the raid thing has counted down, the raid is going to start. All we have to do now is we just need to stand here, and as soon, literally, as soon as these guys' little toes touch the ground, we are going to swipe them and we are going to slice them, okay? One of the worst things that people could do in this farm is wait till everybody builds up and then try to attack and kill them all. Because what that's going to do is that's going to allow the witches to throw regen or healing potions when they fall down here, and we do not want that at all. We just want these guys to fall down, to die, and then for our looting sword in order to collect all of the items. Okay, so here comes the second wave of the raid. Let's farm through these. Let's see what we get after all of it, and then let's just activate another one and then keep going, everybody. Easy peasy. Another thing you want to do before your raid actually starts is you want to go around and you want to make sure that there are no holes for your pillagers or your other raid members to fall into. You want to make sure that everybody has a clear shot right towards the pit. Okay, and after all that, we just got our raid victory, and look at this, everybody. The normal amount of expected raid loot from a Bad Omen 5, which is compared to what we used to have. Now, what you do want to do while you are down here, believe it or not, especially if you're going to be farming multiple raids over and over again, is you want to decorate this place and then throw some villagers down here. That way they're going to be able to throw you some items while you are farming more raids if you would like to. I mean, you can just see that guy threw me a pumpkin pie. These guys are throwing me. These guys are throwing me everything right now. Look at this. Obviously, you want to do it a little bit better than what I have done here too, but you get the idea. Put villagers near you while you have Hero of the Village, and they're going to throw you some extra items from their inventory, so based on whatever villager that they actually are. So because these guys are farmers, they're throwing me farmer items, right? And then to restart, all you got to do is go back to the surface. Literally stand right here, drink another bottle. And look at that, our raid is restarting, everybody. It is just gonna keep going. But there it is, everybody, your raid farm. Like I said, you can decorate this to look however you want. You can also, it's also possible for you to build this on top of an island. The only thing that you need to do is you just need to make sure that your pillagers have a straight shot towards the pit, so that way they don't fall into any water and slow down. But there it is, everybody, the raid farm. Now, if you're wondering what I brought along, the armor stand and this extra oak gate for, here, I'll show you, okay? All we gotta do is we gotta go down into the farm. And while we're down here, what we're gonna do is we're just gonna place a gate sideways. We're gonna place down our armor stand. We're gonna hit it with a fishing rod, and then we're just gonna pull it towards that gate. And once it is centered, that is what we are going to use to actually hit the mobs in the farm and then kill everybody. So if you don't know, when you put down an armor stand like this and then you strike it, as long as you have sweeping edge on your sword, that sweeping edge effect is actually going to pass through the armor stand and into the raid members. And it makes killing your mobs just a little bit easier. But there it is, everybody, the raid farm. Just go stack your bad omens at the pillager outpost farm, come back, run this thing over and over and over again. But that's it, everybody, the raid farm. Now, if you have the 250,000 item per hour raid farm built in your world, there is a way in order for us to convert this into just a repeatable raid farm where we just get raids over and over and over again. And we'll go over that in the next video, but that's how you build your super simple, easy early game raid farm. Spend 30 minutes building the pillager farms, stack your bottles of bad omen, go farm some raids, get your hands on some totems, and that's it. That's it. But at this point, I am just dragging on. So don't forget to leave a like, make sure you subscribe, and let's go farm some raids. Love you guys. Thanks for everything. Chapman Official if you guys need anything, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Love you. Peace. Bye.